Alright folks, I'm back. Had me some Wendy's. It's pretty good. Figured I'd do a little rundown on what I've got going on with the new M1A and its new stock. Real quick. I've got an airsoft foregrip on it, but I've got the Perst 4 attached. And yesterday I went to sight in the red dot. I have not been able to shoot with the new Delta 14 stock attached because we was having issues with it. The issue that we was having getting the M14 receiver in was, for some reason, the trigger group. The trigger group I've got in it right now is the one that's on my loaded. As you can see, I put the loaded in my NBS M1A stock. So it's sporting a desert camo look now. And I'm going to have to get all the stuff and move all the attachments and whatnot from the loaded stock. Here, I'll grab it real quick. Focus on the... See, here's the loaded stock. I had to take the butt pad and the Night Force, or the Vikings Tactic sling. I don't know why I said Night Force, but the Vikings Tactic sling, and put on that stock for the time being, because for whatever reason, the NBS M1A Scout Squad's trigger group will only fit and lock down on an M1A action in this stock. Because when we was trying to get this Delta 14 stock on with this trigger group in this action, it was binding up right here. The bolt was. Like, I'd pull the bolt back and it would bind up about back here. I mean, I'm holding this one-handed, but y'all get what I mean. But the bolt would stop right here above the hammer and the trigger group, right in here, and would hang and wouldn't come forward. So me and my dad, we dremeled and we cut, and we dremeled and we cut on the inside of this. We smoothed it out because initially the action wouldn't fit. It even says, I've read a few reviews, everybody says you need to do a little Dremel work with these Delta 14 stocks before they'll fit your action, because they give them a rough cut and then you hand fit the rest of it yourself. So that's what we did, but it wasn't locking down with the trigger group. And then when it would lock with the trigger group, the bolt would hang up right here. So I woke up today, because we've been working on this for like 2 days now, and or a day, however long, I can't remember. I got this in. Well, I finally got around to getting to where I could put it on yesterday, but we worked on it for a day. I'll say that. My allergies are kicking my ass, so that's kind of why I'm, all over the place. My head's, I just took a Tylenol, my head's trying to hurt, but we was working on it, and it dawned on me to try the trigger group for my M1A loaded in this action. And so I did, and when I did, it works fine. I can rack the bolt, I can cycle the action, the whole 9 yards, even with a loaded magazine, so it's good to go. But it wouldn't do that with the MBS Scout Squad's trigger group. Like, the trigger group that came with this rifle wouldn't fit in this stock and lock up and all that, which is weird. So we put the trigger group for the MBS in the M1A loaded. But the M1A loaded, it fits in this stock, and of course naturally it fits in the stock that I had, the M1A loaded's original stock, this green woodland one that I've had on it since I bought it. It would fit in there, but the MBS trigger wouldn't fit with the M1A loaded in the M1A loaded's home stock. So that's why I've got the M1A loaded in the NBS Scout Squad stock. That's why it's sporting a desert look now. And I gotta admit, it does look pretty damn cool with the woodland stock. Kind of gives a Black Hawk Down look, like the Black Hawk Down M14. Now, if I just had like a red dot on it instead of a scope it, that would be it to a T. But until I get another national match trigger group for the M1A loaded, well, I'd get a national match trigger group, put it in the M14 Scout Squad MBS, and then put the trigger group for the loaded back in with the loaded, and then the new trigger for this. But that was what was hanging us up. So it was a good thing I did that, and I had the foresight to think of doing that, because there's something wrong with this trigger group. It's only compatible with this stock regardless of the action. I mean, you try to put this trigger group in any of the other M1A stocks or anything, it won't work. So I don't know why that is, but it is. It is what it is. So anyway, the M1A Scout Squad MBS is done. She is complete. I've got the purse on. I'll give you a demonstration. Got the laser on. We got it slaved to the other side, just like my M70 Z-PAP. And then I've got the Viper Vortex red dot on as well. Yeah, turn that on. Y'all can see that. Maybe it's not co-wetting this. I'm trying to. Well, that's as good as it'll get. But yes, I'll have to stand up and do a demonstration with it. In fact, I may make a part 2 where I'm standing up showing this off. So that's it for now until I get the second video going. I'm doing all these on the cell phone so that way I can get them up and going. Quick comparison here between the two. I've also got my mobile charger hooked to the cell phone, so that's why if you've seen like a black image come across, that's why, because my phone's about dead. But yes, this is the two of them together. I was just lucky I had the second M1A, my first M1A here, to help with the second one. I do intend to camo it, but I think I'll show you guys the camo that I want to put on it when I do get my second video up here. Anyway, until the next video's up, which shouldn't be too long, I'll see y'all in the next video.